Tuned in to an all-new episode of Point of View. We are back and ready to catch you up on everything that's been trending on your timelines. Coming up on today's show, Real Housewives of Atlanta star Portia Williams is now on the FBI's radar, and everybody wants to know what really happened. Plus, a wild story that might make you think twice before pulling out your phone to record in public. And of course, we've got Girlfriend's Guide and Unpopular Opinion coming up later on. Here to help us break it all down are our amazing co-hosts, Danielle and Shirley. Welcome. So come on in, join the discussion. You're watching POV. Things took an interesting turn for one of the Real Housewives of Atlanta star Portia Williams after an alleged altercation on a Delta flight in Las Vegas. She was escorted off the plane, and now the FBI in Atlanta is reportedly investigating. Some say it's just a routine in-flight incident, but others think federal involvement means it's more serious. And this isn't Portia's first run in with the law. So if you had to guess, what do you think happened on that plane?
I don't know, but is it her or the husband or the ex-husband? Like, 'cause, you know, he was caught up with all the FBI stuff. So
right.
Who's really in question here?
That's the African guy, right?
Or could Simon be disgruntled that she got the house and all this money? And could he be throwing the FBI on her case? Could he be saying, hey, she was, doing tax evasion and all these other things? You know, oh, Lord. We'll see, but what y'all think?
She looked very comfortable.
Happy, listen.
She was kiki and cackling, so I'm not really sure if there was an issue when she got off the plane.
Right.
Yeah, there was too much joy.
Problem.
There's too much joy in Portia's eyes.
You know, she thinks she's an actress, so unless she was acting.
Well, she could have been acting. I mean, we really don't know. We don't know. No one has said anything. There's no commentary. There's no evidence of anything. What happened on that flight?
That makes it look questionable, though, because, like, all those people on that plane, nobody recorded, nobody went to TikTok for a story time.
Right.
Like that.
Now, you know that only happened. That doesn't happen. Very interesting.
Could it be that, where was she coming from? Or was this in Atlanta?
Las Vegas she was coming from.
Going back to Atlanta?
Yes.
Okay, so, I mean, could it be that the people of Atlanta love Portia so much they just don't want to report on her? Could it be?
If there was a single black person on their flight, somebody
knew exactly who she was.
Had to say, I'm going to send this to the shade room. There had to be somebody.
At least
in Atlanta?
I know, but I'm thinking, like, if I was on the plane and Portia got escorted off by the feds, I can't see myself jumping on social media.
No, I might have.
Portia would somebody.
I would have called somebody on Facebook. I'm like, girl, look at Portia.
No, ma'am.
Ooh, I got some tea for you.
Oh, no, ma'am. A whole story time. So I was on the plane, right? And then, you know, somebody had to do it somewhere. It just didn't come up to the surface yet.
So I guess somewhere it's been said that there was some type of outburst.
Okay.
I have not heard.
And the feds come and get you for an outburst?
Right. I don't know. But I mean, do you think that sometimes people are provoking celebrities to get a reaction?
Absolutely.
Yeah. But why are we doing
Why
this?
Portia, though?
Yeah.
You seen Portia when she was standing over Kenya at reunion?
Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out if it's an alleged outburst, and that's why Portia was escorted off the plane. Are they inaccurately, saying that it was the feds? I mean, was it?
No, it was actually the feds.
Are the feds standing in because TSA is not getting paid?
And was there an altercation between her and someone else, and why was she the only person?
There's so many questions.
Well, maybe she just had to be escorted because she was the one with the name, and for her protection, you escort her off. But the FBI See, that's
protection, honey. This probably was JetBlue or Spirit, honey. She wasn't on no private jet.
This is Delta.
Delta.
Okay.
Delta, Atlanta got a hub.
Yeah.
They are not coming to escort Portia off, honey.
Yeah.
Well, she has a legal history, so could that have had something to do with it?
FBI and tax evasion.
I blame the ex-husband.
Let's blame him then. I'm gonna go with
honey,
that.
we got to come up out this rabbit hole, honey, because you know black people will make a story up real quick.
Oh, no. Okay, we don't want to do that. We don't want to make a story.
Maybe it'll come out.
Yes, I hope so soon because all this speculation. In other news, here's a story that might make you think twice before grabbing your phone for that viral moment. A 23-year-old DoorDash driver in Oswego, New York, filmed and posted a video of a nude, unconscious customer in his home. And now she's facing felony charges for unlawful surveillance. She claims she was sexually assaulted, but police said there's no evidence of that. They also say she entered his home uninvited and shared the video online for millions to see. Here's her side of it.
3 days ago, October 12th, 2025, I was a victim of SA by a DoorDash customer while I was doing my job as a DoorDash driver. On October 12th, 2025, the DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door. When I arrived at their front door was wide open, their lights were on, and they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me. I reported it to DoorDash, and DoorDash did ban the customer. And then 2 days later, DoorDash banned me. DoorDash deactivated me. DoorDash punished me for exposing my assaulter. And TikTok is currently punishing me for exposing my story time. And this is the only justice I'm getting because I also reported this to the police and the police are doing nothing.
I'm confused. It sounds like, I don't know what it sounds like. If I'm a little confused, okay? Because first and foremost, the directions were to leave my order at the door. Period. It didn't say if the door was closed or open, come in, it said leave it at the door. So that's all you were supposed to do. I don't know if she was going in to secure the tip or what happened, but if he was asleep on the couch, exposed in his house because maybe he was sleeping naked, how were you sexually assaulted? Was your eyes sexually assaulted? I mean, what?
And then if I was in that position, I don't feel like if I saw that in glance, I'd have been like, oh, no. Like, that doesn't make me like, ooh, let me go see what's going on.
Right.
You know how they say that, like, the first people to fall is a white woman?
In the movie?
In a scary movie? And, you know, they're always the most curious. I would
Nosy.
If the door was cracked, I'd mind my business.
Right.
I would walk, door cracked, leave it at the door and walk away.
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
I totally agree with you. The directions were leave it at the door. That's it. There's nothing else to do. Can we follow instructions? Can we do that?
Apparently
not.
But let's just say that the door is cracked.
But what you going in there for?
How you had the time as a DoorDash driver to get inside the door, open the door, grab your phone, record the person?
That's ridiculous.
What was I'm trying to understand the reasoning.
His pants and his underwear down to his ankles. What is he gonna do? Why are you looking in there? Put the groceries down. But my thoughts were, when I read this, why didn't you find out if he was okay? Is this man alive? Leave the food, ring the doorbell at least. Is he unconscious? What's going on? Knock on the door. I don't think you just enter in and take a picture of someone.
Maybe. Playing devil's advocate here.
Uh-oh.
So she said that she reported it to DoorDash, right? So would that be her reasoning of pulling out her phone to record, since when she walked up to the door, it was in her line of sight, and she was like, maybe her story time and whatever was like, oh my gosh, I dropped this off and look at this. Like, but I still don't see the point of doing that and posting it. It's one thing if you reported it to DoorDash, but you put it on TikTok and on the internet.
And also nudity.
Wouldn't it just come to your mind, is this person okay? Because if the door's cracked, his pants, his underwear's down on his ankles, is this man okay? That would be my first thought. But her first thought was what, to enter and take a video and then post it?
She's better
this
than me.
Feels
that
like a depraved
outside
mind.
that door and I'd have been in my car.
Yes. Well, that's what I would have done. I probably, if I had seen it, I would have left the food, rung the doorbell, got in my car, seeing if the man is okay. Will he come to the door, get his food? Is this man okay? That's what
But
my
also,
concern
is it
was.
warranted for me to do the story time on TikTok?
No.
Because what am I seeking from
Or
the
if you
story
really
time
wanted
on
to do the
TikTok?
story time, you could tell the story without said video.
Right.
Yeah. Or yeah, like
if
a
you really
cautionary
wanted
tale,
to do-
telling people to be careful
Yeah.
if that's the purpose of the
If-
story time.
It's giving viral moment.
That's what it is. Just gonna do something, be reckless, whatever, just so we can go viral, just to have a moment on social media.
But that's what is going on right now all across the world. These people, I'm just so sick of the state of humanity right now.
Yes.
Everybody, before they lift a hand or a finger or even just simply press 911 and have the authorities come check them out, you know, or alert them that something alarming is going on, everybody's going to social media to post it. I seen a mother, I think in Chicago, I don't know if you guys saw that story,
I saw
that
that.
was walking with her 6-year-old and I think her 10-year-old son who normally gets bullied. And some other kids, I mean, they beat the mama up, they beat the
kids.
6-year-old daughter up and the son. And the mother, you could tell she was, I know off topic, but the mother just, you know, she was, she had sickle cell. And so she's kind of like swollen. You could tell she's probably in the middle of, you know, like an
crisis.
episode.
Yeah.
I mean,
people-
was
and
very
the kids are recording.
It was very sad to watch.
Oh
It's so
my
interesting because
God.
viral moments don't get y'all paid. I hope y'all know that.
Okay.
Oh,
It don't.
they didn't know.
You gonna still be broke. The
They
account
know.
balance is still gonna be in the negative.
And you're going to jail.
Because the problem is when you have one viral video, you gotta have
You gotta
a
follow
few
up.
more.
You gotta have at least 10 to get somebody's attention.
I mean, it's like viral fame is justifying breaking the law. And this is not justifiable. And you're saying they watched this woman and her children get beat up.
They didn't watch
recording it?
They were the ones doing the beating and recording at
Yeah.
the same time.
So would we say that Donald Trump was right for trying to get TikTok banned? I don't know. I just want to throw that in there. All
Is
right,
it
go
just
ahead.
TikTok?
It's the people, not the outlet.
Not the outlet. Ban the people.
Got to take a quick commercial break, but don't you move. Girlfriend's Guide and Unpopular Opinion are coming up right after this. You're watching POV. Welcome back, welcome back. Now it's time to get into all things love, life, relationships, and everything in between. Let's get into Girlfriend's Guide.
That's so too cute.
Giving birth is one of life's most powerful moments, and every mother hopes for a safe delivery and a healthy baby.
Right.
That's why this story is so shocking. One of two this week. A father had to deliver his own baby in a truck just 8 minutes after his partner was allegedly kicked out of an Indiana hospital while in active labor. Take a look.
So we gotta transfer her to a different hospital while she's in labor, in pain.
One thing we can say, glory to God. Glory to God that baby was delivered safely and
mom
healthy.
was safe too.
That's right. And mom was safe too. Praise God.
Do we know why she was denied services?
Yeah, they said that there weren't any available beds.
I feel like anything was better than a car. Like, what if something happened? Like, anything could have happened.
Anything. And what responsibility at that point is it of healthcare professionals, the hospital? What is the responsibility if something had happened?
But if there were no beds, where was she supposed to go in that hospital? I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, they have
using them
means.
supply rooms, a meeting rooms, a bed on the side. They'll figure it out.
The hospital.
I think if she could have been delivered in a vehicle, she could have been delivered inside of the hospital. They've done emergency surgeries on the side of like hospital rooms in order to save someone's life. So it's like she's giving birth. You don't know when it's going to become a life-threatening moment. Ideally, you could have just delivered the baby.
Like, they couldn't have taken her at least down to like the ER and had the sheet around her or something.
Yeah, that's true. The
Because
emergency
anything
rooms.
could have happened.
But do we also, like, can we consider the possibility that maybe they didn't know what stage of labor she was in, and they were saying, hey, there's another hospital 10 minutes up the road?
They could have
But
found
that's the
out.
problem,
But why
though,
wouldn't they know
'cause
that?
why wouldn't you
Wouldn't you
that's the
find that
problem.
out?
If they couldn't take her
woman
back.
walk in?
But as a woman, sometimes we don't know to say you may be having Braxton Hicks and you feel like, hey, it's 30 seconds apart and it don't happen for another 5 hours.
No, they can find out.
But wouldn't you check though?
Yeah,
As a
they can
healthcare
check.
If a person
Exactly.
walks into the hospital in active
literally,
labor,
literally to
That's
find out,
active
they just put their hand up.
Literally.
the
That's all
baby
they-
was crowning.
So-
They said.
They
There's
could have
no
found.
reason she should have
There
went
is an
home.
answer to that question. All they had to do was put their hand inside it.
In the waiting area?
Anywhere.
It's an emergency
active.
birth. It is an active labor.
Yes.
Instead, they sent her to the car?
Emergency?
Right,
Isn't that an
like-
emergency?
Y'all act like this supposed to be John Q.
What?
Well,
But this is supposed to be a hospital that is supposed to take care of people.
But if they don't have any beds,
If you
where
don't
there's
have
a will,
any,
there's a way.
if they don't have any did doctors all of a sudden forget how to
Right.
provide care
Well,
outside of being inside of a
they
hospital?
could have gone to Chat GPT.
Are we that lost in the future of technology that we don't know how to perform emergency care without access to technology?
as much
it
as
gives
I
that.
think that it is very much possible and there were things that they could have done, I also low-key a little bit feel like maybe, like, if it was me, I would just be so grateful that my baby was delivered, safely, and that I was safe and my baby was healthy, and then I would get us somewhere where we can get the proper care. But I feel like sometimes people are just so ready to just find their next $1 million lawsuit that now it's like this has to be a big thing.
that's a lawsuit,
That's
baby.
For sure. But that's called negligence.
But also,
Isn't it like medical negligence.
another thing is if even though he delivered inside the car, wherever he brings the baby, they're still going to charge him for the labor and delivery.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So
Which is interesting.
regardless if he gave birth to the baby in the car and they did it themselves, if it is fine for people to deliver by themselves, nobody needs to go to the hospital to deliver a child.
No, that's not true. It is fine for people to deliver babies on their own, but there are a lot of complications that happens in childbirth that we're just not equipped for, that we do need.
And
Which is
that's
why
the
they
point.
needed to
But
get
what
that. Clearly, they weren't equipped. All they didn't have was beds, but they have
could've
equipment.
happened.
But that wasn't the first baby to be
Right.
born in a car, and
But
it won't be the last.
Yeah, that was one of
That was
the
one
fact
of the
that they
babies
sent them
denied
home, It wasn't
care.
that they didn't make it to the hospital. They made
were
it and were
denied
there on
care.
time and were
I just
sent
don't-
away.
I don't
if
feel
anything
like-
would have happened, That's $1 million lawsuit.
Denied is not a fair word if there were no beds.
Don't agree.
I do not agree with that at all.
Don't agree.
But I do know that people are doing more childbirths.
Yeah.
Because you clearly can't
Yeah.
trust hospitals.
Well,
That's the point.
there's a guy that comes on my show, Planet Rock. That's my podcast, and he comes on as a mental health therapist often to talk about mental health. And he and his wife have delivered, I think, 5 out of their 7 children. Wow. Yeah, they said the first time they went, they did not like the treatment. They didn't like the way things went. The second time, they knew after that they're not going to do it anymore. They have delivered at least 5 of their children at home, and each one has come out perfect.
That's the thing.
Glory
the
to
fact
God.
that I'm gonna say women of color, but I'm sure it's not just us. But
Right.
the statistics of women of color when they have children and how they are treated in the hospital, how they are not listened to,
The rate of
etc.
C-section.
The rate of C-section, the rate of babies that don't make it,
Yes.
mothers that don't make it. It's sad that you have to think about that when you're having a child.
Yeah.
You can't even go. The hospital is
relaxed.
supposed to be a place that's going to protect you,
Yes.
that you can have a successful birth.
Yes.
And now you can't even do that. You're scared because people are not going to listen to you or
Right.
give you the best care because of the color of your skin.
Right.
Gosh. Because that also makes me wonder if the lady was a different
they have found
color
a bed?
skin, would they have found a bed miraculously?
Well, now
I hate to bring her there, but we got to be real.
beds can be found.
Hello?
Yeah. They would have.
If it was
figured out
somebody
something.
famous or something, they would have
Now,
made
you know
it
if it
work.
was
Somebody they know
somebody
that got the money that can help the hospital, they would have found them beds.
Found it.
So y'all saying it should have been a John Q situation?
I didn't
No,
say all that.
what
I'm
we're
just saying
saying
find a
is
lady a bed.
they should have done the right thing. That's what we're saying. Moving into our final segment of the day, let's get into unpopular opinion. Kiki Wyatt is under fire from fans. I know y'all waiting like, will she say it? After performing at a same-sex couple's wedding. And this is all happening while her estranged son claims he's been disowned because of his sexuality. So the question is, could this just be strictly business? Or is she being a total, I don't want to say the word, hypocrite? Is she?
Well, first and foremost,
Is this true?
let's state the facts, okay?
The wedding is nice.
Get
The facts are, is Kiki Wyatt doing anything big? If she got any
Listen,
shows?
she need that money.
She needed that check.
Kiki will perform anywhere.
You remember when Snoop Dogg's values went out the door when he got that show?
It sure did.
Her values went out the door.
Of course, and it's sad because if you are supposedly against something so much so that you cannot support your own child in it, then I would think that this is very controversial. But if we're being honest as well, there is a different stigma and acceptance on lesbianism than against gay men.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Even
a lot
with
more.
men that are like homophobic against men. Oh, when it's about 2 women, oh, come on, there's a party.
Look at Boosie.
Right.
But let me say this. Most people, a lot of people,
Okay.
will lay down their morals for a check.
Well, now that's true.
And at the end of the day, as a performer, yes, you can choose what you're going to do and what you'll perform at and what you won't, etc. So she did have that choice. But let's be clear, I'm sure she needed and wanted the money. And at the end of the day, business is business.
Okay.
Business is
that-
business.
that what it is
She
at the end of the
she
day?
sang at them people's wedding because she wanted the money.
Yeah, but I don't know
And
about the
then,
business
but
business
and
part.
then she posted it because she could have left it like, granted, the wedding was already going viral, but she posted it on her own page.
You know what? I'm not, and this may be a little
So-
controversial. Y'all forgive me, but just looking at the 2 beautiful brides, I just want to
The
know
wedding was tea.
who's the man.
Girl.
I want to know, how do you decide? Like, that's what confused
You
me.
do know
Like,
that sometimes they both can be feminine women. You do know that, right?
Yes, it's a
it don't
feminine-
always have
it
to
is
be
a
somebody.
feminine-
No.
it's
Somebody
just-
got to do the masculine stuff. Somebody's taking out the
the
trash.
one with the
Somebody's
cut got
changing
on
the air
pants.
filters. Who's doing it?
The one with the cut
I be
got on
taking out the
pants. The
trash.
front of it is
Everybody's doing it.
rhinestone pants.
Oh, okay. Well, she do look a little more masculine with the hair.
Okay.
Somebody else.
That is a natural haircut, ma'am.
Let me come in here. Stop
Ted.
right now. Yes. I mean, do we think performing at an LGBTQ plus does it really contradict the values, personal, professional, family values? Her son's saying that she didn't want anything to do with him. She's talked against him because he's saying because he's gay. Could it really be something else?
It could.
Maybe it's because he ran his mouth too much and she got tired of it.
Well, maybe because she had too many kids that she was happy to be able to excommunicate one for any reason at all.
Yeah.
About 14, 15 kids. That's how my check.
But that's the thing. I think at the end of the day, it depends on what kind of, that just like any performer, actress, whatever, you choose what you're going to do. And certain people can choose to not take things that don't align with their views and their beliefs.
Yes.
And other people will do whatever as long as they're getting paid, as long as they're getting the notoriety. And that's just, at the end of the day, your own personal and what you and yourself.
It's up to you.
We also have to think now, Kiki Wyatt has a lot of children. I'm sure she was getting food stamps. Trump just cut it. I heard they just coming back. Now she had to get some money. Thanksgiving just around the corner.
She got to pay the bill.
She needed to get ready for the holidays.
I don't think
you see
it
that
warrants
wedding?
getting canceled though.
Oh yeah, they cut that check.
They cut.
So Kiki
for
got
sure.
that check.
It ain't
at the end of the
7,000.
day.
That
It's more.
wedding is amazing.
Kiki got that money.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. Well, y'all heard it. That's a wrap for today's episode. But before we go, we'll leave you with a quote for the day. At the end of the day, it's not about perfection. It's about perspective, accountability, and owning your story. Thanks for hanging out with us on POV. And don't you forget, you can catch us Monday through Friday only on AFROTV.
Thank you.